Very good.
But after I fix up the cakes and things, so wrap them up and head out my way, or head out to the castle.
Okay.
Is there anyone doing anything in this tavern? Any games or anything? Darts?
Oh, you see a couple people playing cards, no darts.
Well, this is a guy that I just gave the alcohol.
Doing?
Mm-hmm.
Leaving.
See if I can get in on the card game. I have a few hours to, I really do have 4 or more hours with nothing to do.
So in the study, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Crag walks in. Yes. Do you one of them's like, you want to put any money in it, or do you just want to play?
Whatever.
We're betting money.
Money?
I could go for some decent gambling.
Big money.
All right.
What's the ante?
Well, it's 3 silver buy-in.
All right.
4 people playing, and it's pretty much chance and a little bit of skill. So,
if it's poker, though, that relies heavily on reading people, and I believe my sense motive is pretty good. Nah, my sense motive's okay. It's a 9.
roll a d4 and roll a sense motive and a diplomacy / bluff.
Bluff.
All 3 of these. You are the 4th person playing. So.
Why do I not have a d4 of this set? Grr. No, I have d4s, just not on this color. Let's see.
7 o'clock.
Sense motive.
We're going somewhere
12.
What?
I said we're going somewhere slow.
We're getting there. Shenanigan times.
Yeah, it's January time. Sure. I don't mind.
It eases everyone into the game, so everyone can take a minute to get into character before.
Especially since we won't be in another town for. Well, we're going to another town, so I don't know what I'm saying.
For the sense motive, I rolled a 69% on the percentile, then rolled a 3 and got a 12. On the bluff, rolled a 51 on the percentile, rolled a 12 and got a 21, and then on the d4, rolled a 3.
So what was your bluff? Or what was your diplomacy? Yeah, your bluff?
21.
Okay. You're pretty believing in what you are
Trying to put out?
Your cards aren't necessarily the worst, but you can think of a few hands that are probably worse than what you've got. You see one of the other people is lying quite badly. You're pretty sure they have a worse hand than you, though. The other 2 are a little bit more stone-faced. You can't really read them. The person who ends up with the money, though... the one you were talking to initially. He puts down his straight flush, or whatever that means. I don't play poker.
That is, in fact, the best hand you can have.
Okay, there you go. You also rolled a 20 on something.
On something, I see.
I'm not going to share with you what exactly it was.
Yeah.
So, you lose 3 silver.
So just...
And he gets silver. He's like, ready for another round, boys?
You do realize a buy-in and an ante are 2 different things, right?
Nope. I don't gamble.
A buy-in would be you're putting up a certain amount of money and you basically would get chips, a decent number of chips, and that's kind of what you're playing with pretty much the whole time. You could buy in more, but it's to last you the whole thing, not just one hand.
Okay.
So it'd be throughout several hands. You'd be up or down a certain amount. Now we can use that for the whole thing, but I wouldn't lose unless I was being stupid. I probably wouldn't lose everything or get, all of it.
Well, they're just
Well, I might.
they're just betting by the hand.
Okay.
So-
So ante instead of buying.
Yes.
Okay.
My apologies.
No, it's fine. Just confused.
One of the people's like, nope, I'm done now. The other one's like, yeah, I've got to get my money back. Alright, so you're just gonna gamble for a few hours?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I was figuring it'd be like a
okay,
thing for the whole time.
that works. Roll. That's why you were rolling a percentile die, I guess.
Well, no, that was the necklace.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just sit
Sorry,
and watch them.
I. What? You're just watching? Okay, you win yourself about. With those rolls. You win yourself about. You gross.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6 silver pieces.
Alright. I did obscenely average. Guilty done though. That's the main thing.
When do you stop with the poker?
Probably around noon.
Okay. So it's noon.
And head over to.
Castle?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, fantastic. Now I have to wait for Chris. Hey, look, it's Chris.
No, he has to wait for you. Go away.
Oh, okay.
Be gone with you, Ginger! Why you come back?
He's waited enough now. You can come back.
Where's my mind? Where is my mind?
Is your mind your ginger?
No,
Why are you singing Where's Your Mind? Because your mind's right there.
that's not my mind. That's a ginger.
You're a ginger.
Same thing. Because you have no mind. You
Don't
lost
worry, I
it.
spoke to the ghost that was following you. He certainly isn't a good replacement mind,
Why not?
because he also lost his.
No, he doesn't have a soul. He still has his mind.
Who says-
Do you ever get tired of us making fun of
Do you
you?
want to
Yeah.
jacket?
Okay.
That's your
So I
answer.
feel like one day you're just gonna be fed up with it and you're just gonna be like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
I went to public school. I have a thick skin.
Yeah. That'll do it.
I also went to public school. I don't have a thick skin.
You didn't go through all the middle school and high school. There's a big
That's
jump.
true. That's true.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, this was like, oh, Thunder's back. Fred's gonna go.
Actually, I had it worse early on. Like in high school, I barely got picked on at all. It was weird.
well, I mean, I never got picked on, but like, there's always
right.
people ripping on, just
Yeah.
passing by. Especially,
I got picked on terribly.
yeah. I mean, I've had this kind of way for most of my life, so it's been
Yeah.
steady.
Okay.
This is my favorite jacket.
Well, being one of the smartest kids in school and looking like a piece of paper didn't help.
No, it doesn't.
Alright, so Cal, she says, okay, well, the carriage is waiting. I will tell you and fill you in on some details on the ride over there. It shouldn't take us long to get there. It's a pretty close city.
Hooray!
So you'll get in the carriage, I assume. Shiana does
I'm
not
getting
get in the
on
carriage.
the carriage.
She's in common. You won't be able to hear what's going on inside the carriage. That's kind of important to the quest you're
Yeah,
doing.
that's what I was thinking. So, I'm gonna get in the carriage.
I don't know. Jash is unpredictable sometimes.
Yeah.
Shiana just says she'll keep up with the carriage and stay outside.
Oh, and when we all meet up in her office, I will offer Endure Elements to anyone who wants me to. Does anyone decline or?
I ask you, what are you doing?
I am casting a ward against the unpleasant coldness of the air.
He looks at you funny, but allows it.
Okay.
By the way, is this the first time he meets Crag? I do believe it is.
I don't know.
I
Probably.
think it is, yeah.
It is, because last time he was on the ship,
Yeah.
he greets you with a diplomacy to see if you like him.
That's not what diplomacy is for.
Too bad it's
That's-
being rolled. That's a 28.
So you get a
Well,
very
like him.
diplomatic hello.
He hates it.
He seems like a pretty nice guy.
I wave.
You don't even get a hello.
As we get on, once everyone is inside the carriage, I offer retire, or I just kind of put down the bag of 25 of the oat cakes. Everyone's welcome to them.
I put 2 in my
Also,
mouth.
Oh,
is Cal
you with the
offering resistance
diplomacy.
to danger elements? Or?
Stop! No.
Dang it, I'm wasting good rolls.
Well,
Stop
stop
rolling.
rolling.
Yeah.
He thanks you with a 28. 29. He thanks you with a 29
You don't
diplomacy.
have to roll diplomacy for everything. You really don't.
I know, but...
He just wants to be well liked.
Sadly, that's not how it works.
He gives you an amazing thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for these delicious hotcakes. I will now cherish this memory forever.
He just eats it. He doesn't put that much effort into it.
That cake is eliciting some reactions that I don't think you planned for.
No.
Why? Why did you do that?
Roth didn't do all that.
So-
okay.
Roth looks at you kind of funny.
That was you saying that, not me.
He didn't say that.
Yes, you did. I was imitation.
I eat a cake.
So in the carriage,
I mean, it's like 5 for everybody.
Yeah.
in the carriage, Cal starts telling y'all about what's going on over there.
What's going on?
Well, I'm about to tell you, you assholes.
Well,
After I burp, apparently. Pardon me.
He lied.
I'm sorry. Well, the captain of the guard over there is quite baffled. It's getting to be quite bad. There is someone going around killing
Oh.
people on the side of the road, kind of. They're just like disappearing from the side of the road. No one really sees them disappear, but they certainly notice when their bodies are around us. They're pretty bad. They're pretty brutal. According to the guard, they say it looks like something magic, but no magic that they've ever seen. I quote, "I have seen fire and lightning magics, explosions too, your majesty, but nothing of this savagery or brutality." So, some interesting new magic.
I don't know why everyone has to go to magic. It's just a simple mutilation. I mean, tens of thousands of things can do that.
Many of his victims weren't actually missed. There were people taken off the side of the road. He had a little bit of an escort problem in that city. Many of his victims were taken from that specific group of people easily missed. The exact body count isn't exactly... We're not sure. The guard says he's pretty sure there's more, but they haven't found them all. They've got 10 of them.
in what time span?
It's been about 2 months, but they've been getting closer together and a little bit worse. We'll be seeing the Undertaker when we arrive.
Roth speaks up. Have you tried burning that area? It usually works.
I agree with this guy.
Oh no. Oh no.
You do get a weird look from me,
Oh.
and then
High five!
and then Jash gets a glance, but he's used to it from her. She's used to it from her.
Oh dear.
I'm just going.
There are two.
I'm just going to keep looking outside the window and
Maniacs
open
in
my
this.
flask.
Oh boy, another one.
Jack wants to
She says, "Well, it's part of the city, so we won't be burning it down.
Walk it off.
We won't be burning it down. We don't really know where he's staying." Yeah. So the rest of the ride, Takes about an hour and a half.
I will say, when we're talking about, out of curiosity, will we be passing along the road that they're getting taken from on our way there, or?
I don't know exactly.
In that case, after we finish talking strategy, I'll be taking one or two more of the cakes. Like I'll have eaten one or two while I'm there, or take another couple, and I'll go sit on the outside of the carriage because the cold won't bother me.
You see Shiana trotting along, keeping pace. Looks quite easily.
I'll hold on the cakes.
I'm trotting.
You're what?
I'm trotting.
Trotting.
Oh, that's adorable. You're so cute.
Like
But yeah,
Jackson.
just helping keep watch
Well, Keith
outside,
Francis.
just in case.
You approach a city. It looks very similar to the city you left. It's another trade city. This one looks not quite as big.
Not quite all capitally.
Yeah. Still certainly a big city. Inside, Cal's like, well, everybody, welcome to Sesti. And the outside of the place doesn't hear it. And the carriage goes to a, what?
Roth asks, what is the makeup of the city? Population-wise, like, is there mostly humans, elves?
Most of the island is humans.
Yes.
Mostly humans.
I see. He looks at her and says, I enjoy humans, with an awkward smile on his face.
Everyone in the carriage gets a free sense motive roll, which Cal got a 20 on.
Oh.
Well, I better roll a bluff then.
I do think you're overestimating how soundproof carriages are. Like, I wouldn't be able to make out conversation as clearly when I
I
was
got
trading,
25.
probably, but
25?
Yep.
I got
She
23.
wins. She rolled a 20.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother.
yeah,
I'm
you
just
don't
trying-
care enough to.
Anyone who cares gets to roll that. Anyone who doesn't can choose not to.
I'm just going to look over at him and just like, people I deal with.
But yeah.
So you pull up outside what you can only assume to be the Undertaker's place. There's a little bit of a graveyard next to the building, and looks like an Undertaker's building. We don't have Undertakers so much anymore. We just have funeral parlors.
I think they look more like just office buildings that a lot of things do, because there's no. I think the front of it, like the storefront, it doesn't need to be anything special, so it's more just kind of an office space as a reception area, and then usually maybe a basement or some other room to do undertakey things in. I don't know.
Every time I
Yeah,
think
there might be a room where he sleeps in because a lot of shop areas are also the people's homes.
Yeah.
Every time
Well, entering the building, you immediately smell formaldehyde. The front room is a sitting room type space. There's a bubbled glass door leading to what looks to be an office. That door is open. The man himself, as he walks out, he's a little bit on the older side. He introduces himself as Ghost Alone, but please call me Goose. He seems friendly enough. What?
Does this look like I'm coming to anybody?
What?
Nothing.
He's making a face.
every time I hear Undertaker, I always think of
What, Ghost
Bud
Alone?
Butler.
Ghost alone. Just call me Goose. Worse than Bruce.
Hi Goose!
He's Goose, short for Ghost Alone.
Where's Duck?
Yes, both his names are fucking retarded.
Where's
I
Duck?
understand that.
Duck.
Goose!
Can you give me Duck? Don't use your foot!
She's getting it for you, period.
Does
Goose.
Cal move to speak, or it's kind
She's-
of her place to say something first?
She greets him. Hello. We are, you know who I am. Princess.
Formaldehyde was made in 1859.
Okay.
So does it
In
have
this universe.
in this universe it's made?
In this universe, it can exist whenever I say it exists.
I was just, being a dick.
like there are living androids in this universe.
But they also haven't. Chemistry hasn't come as far, other than alchemy, but it's a different strain.
Yes, but both it might not just be raw chemistry. Like magics is also like advanced with technology.
Yeah.
And kind of mixes. And
I don't see it coming up. Anyway.
I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Remember when I'm giving descriptions that your characters aren't getting these descriptions, you are. So I'm not telling your character that it smells like formaldehyde, I'm telling you it smells. Whatever they're using might not be formaldehyde, but it smells like it.
Gotcha.
So you know what your character is smelling. Just like the blacksmith looked like Blackbeard. Josh doesn't know who Blackbeard is, but the person who needs the description knows exactly what Blackbeard looks like. So now she has reference. So
Gotcha.
that also I didn't know that factoid about formaldehyde.
That's why I said it.
What?
Just me being a general dick.
Yeah. So she was introducing.
Right, yeah, she introduces herself, she introduces everyone else. I suppose we just need to see what we're dealing with then, Goose.
Roth asked the person, do y'all do embalming here? I mean, not embalming, where they burn the bodies. Cremation.
If someone asks us to, we can, yes.
Remake me!
Cremate me like one of your friends.
Cremate me like one of your dead prostitutes!
If you need any help with that, I'm...
No, the
cremate me like one of your French playmates.
Cremate me like one of your dead escorts.
And then he goes to lead y'all through his office, through another door. He stops at the other door and he's like, this is quite a gruesome sight. If you're kind of squeamish, I would recommend not coming. He goes in.
Throwing like flask in. Yeah.
And there are 10 tables. There are only 2 tables attached to the that are on the floor. The rest of them are cots. It looks like he's not ever really had to deal with this many corpses at once.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all covered. A couple of them don't look like. There's one of them that looks more like even though the sheet's over it, it doesn't look like it's body shaped. It's more like a pile.
Oh.
So general mutilations.
You can see from just like the sheets and what they cover that right. Okay, so there is one sheet that is obviously over a shorter person, and then there's one that looks like it might be over 2 people, but that one's got some strange protrusions, like making bumps on the sheet.
2 people side by side, 2 people end to end.
You can't tell. It just looks like there's enough sheet to be over 2 people, but
like in what dimension?
How do you mean?
Like, is it foot head is how I'm seeing it, or shoulder to shoulder? Like 2 people laid on a sheet,
coming out their
or
stomach?
too tall, or like I'm not seeing.
Okay,
I'm not seeing the shape of 2 people, but
kind of like 2 next to each other.
So wider than I expected.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Not
that's
taller.
Yeah.
Are they all human?
You can't tell. There's sheets over them.
Also,
Unless Roth is asking this out loud.
Roth is asking this out loud.
Yeah, so they are all human. What?
He doesn't care.
What?
Roth takes small pleasure in this.
So,
I'm gonna walk up to one and say, "May I?"
By all means. I've looked enough at them.
I pull the sheet down.
Alright, so is this the one that's closest to you?
Yeah.
So this one is of a young woman. She looks to be in her late 20s, maybe early 20s. Quite pretty. She was gutted and gored, or gored and then gutted. You take your pick. And her entire left arm is missing from the shoulder.
Looks like it was just cut off though.
Torn.
Torn off.
So,
I'll say.
Does not look surgical in any
Yeah.
way, shape, form, fashion.
what I'm hearing, escorts dead women.
Not all of them.
Oh, not all of
Some
them
of them
women?
had. Some of them were from that and weren't missed. Some of them were missed.
Oh. I'm just tying this together to a Hannibal Lecter thing.
I say a prayer to Pharasma and then put the sheet back up, move to another one, repeat.
The next one closest to you is going to be the one with the... It's the one who's very, very short. It is actually a child. The boy child missing both arms, and his left leg is there but detached.
Roth is following, looking at the bodies, by the way. And takes extra pleasure in this one.
Was the leg with the body?
Yes. Like, it's there on the
No, I'm
table.
asking him.
Yeah, it was nearby. Just kind of... From what the guards told me, it just looked like it had been discarded there. He wasn't. These weren't displayed in any sort of way, so everyone is quite baffled.
Roth is going to roll a knowledge arcana on each body.
Okay.
So is that 10?
What do you mean?
He's going to do each one.
Yeah, you're going to be rolling it, but you can only roll it once you've looked at a body, and
I've only looked at 2.
right. So you can roll the first one first.
I'm going to do a heal check.
That's a
Just
3.
Double check that the leg did in fact belong to this body.
14.
Okay. I don't know what you expect to know.
14 and 22 on the second one.
Okay.
To know if there's one that's a pile of ashes. So we'll get to that.
It was.
It
was just
it was a pile of
There was
something.
nothing.
Pile shape.
Pile shape.
12 on the heal check.
Yes.
Okay.
You can. It looks close enough to skin tone and
Okay.
size and all that jazz.
And again, I'll be saying a prayer before putting the shoe back on each one of them.
You don't remember reading anything about a specific spell or...
Might be needed for the body parts.
No, nothing comes to mind.
Is everybody
Do I
else...
know if it's the guy that I'm looking for that's doing all this?
That's what you've been told. That's what is currently
Yeah.
suspected.
So is there anything...
There's no
since
proof of that since, but you don't really know.
what he might be doing?
Yeah. You just know you're looking for him, and that's your overall goal. This is... But basically, what Roth has been doing is he's been on his own little adventure, and all of the clues that you have found led you to this. He came to this area and was around this area. You found Cal, and she said, "Well, we've got this person who might be who you're looking for
Right.
because of clues we've found or they've found."
So is there any spell in my knowledge that would do
require
something like
any
this?
of these? No.
Since he's of...
No.
Again, I don't know why everyone goes to spells when it's just naming.
Yeah.
I mean, there's...
So far.
Yeah, I mean,
We haven't seen the other ones yet.
True.
So the third one?
But I mean, these ones are just like classic. Like,
Yeah.
this could be werewolf. This could be a wild like boar.
Yeah.
Ready?
Actually, that would look different. First of all,
Well,
are
let's talk
y'all
about the gutting
looking
one.
at the bodies too, or are y'all just kind of staying back? What are y'all doing?
I'm
Cal is watching. Body watching.
I'm looking off from the corner. I was wandering towards the the bodies that are supposedly next to each other.
Okay. Josh?
I'm looking too.
Okay.
Alright.
So
Yeah.
to the third one, you find a middle-aged man.
Beautiful, just like
All of his extremities are gone. So this also would have been a smaller looking
doubly beautiful.
one. It would almost look like a child. Again. He's also been skinned.
Roth takes extra detail in the muscle
Oh, I
structure.
hope what I'm thinking of isn't the case.
Probably not.
Probably not. That wouldn't make sense, but...
So that's what a person looks like skinned. Interesting.
That I know what spell that might be.
It's not skin send.
Not that
Or
either.
whatever.
I was thinking
Okay,
of the
out
one
of
where you
out
make
of
a
game
treasure
musings
map.
aside.
Roth takes extra detail in the workings of the muscle structure of normal humans. So he rolls a perception.
I mean,
You fail.
Repeat the process we want to
yeah, just let me know when y'all are ready for the next body, I suppose.
Okay.
The fourth one is an old woman. She's just kind of been... It looks like she was attacked by something. She's got lots and lots of tears and lacerations. Most of them seem to be... Descriptions first. Most of them seem to be on her abdomen, chest area. She also looks to be one of the longest dead bodies, as well as one of the oldest bodies, like oldest age-wise, and also been dead the longest. Her left hand has been torn off.
I gotta roll 2 knowledge arcana.
On what?
About the dead body.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm also going to lift the sheets on the double wide.
I'm gonna roll knowledge nature on the elderly woman to see if I know what type of animal this would have cost us.
Okay.
22 and a 40.
22 and a 40? No and no.
Well, there's no magic being used here, guys.
That you know of.
I rolled a 40.
But you don't know that you rolled a 40. You just know you haven't read this yet.
So
Yeah.
I automatically have things in all the natures, right? And
Yes,
all
you
knowledge?
can use all of the natures because you can use all of the knowledges because you
So
are
I
a
would
bard.
just use.
It's your roll, and if you have a rank in it, you add your bonus points, and then if you don't have any ranks in it, it's just your intelligence modifier.
I think knowledges are one of the ones that it's supposed to be rolled secret, so you don't know if you don't know it because of you rolling bad or because of it being a harder check. We just don't do secret rolls.
So
What do you mean?
would I count?
The DM is supposed to roll it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
there's
there are some things that y'all do that I'm supposed to have a copy of y'all's stats. Technically, I just don't.
So
Yeah,
I don't
there's
have.
a whole bunch of rolls we make that he's supposed to be making.
So I could just roll all of them, but I'm confusing myself.
Okay.
I don't have ranks in them.
If you don't have ranks in them, then just take whatever you have. It'd be your intelligence
Okay.
modifier.
Mhm.
That's the bonus you have. But because you're a bard, you can still actually make the check. Most people can't even make
Yeah.
the check if they're not trained. If you do have the ranks in it, because it's a class skill, you do the ranks plus the +3 class skill bonus plus your intelligence modifier.
So I have
Do you have a rank in knowledge nature?
no
Then just use your intelligence modifier.
Okay.
Yes.
Long story
16.
short.
16 on
16
knowledge.
overall?
Yes.
You do not. You don't know of any. It just looks like claws. You don't really necessarily recognize a specific animal.
Mhm. Are they big claw marks or small claw marks?
Yes, they are large.
Okay.
Rather,
So I know
it would probably. It's bigger than a wolf, probably.
And I'm playing video.
Kiana.
All right. So